Teachers, thank you for joining me for training on the creativity product. This product can be used to qualify students in the area of motivation, but primarily we use the creativity product to assess students in the area of creativity when they have already taken the Torrance test of creative thinking. Let's get started. I may also refer to the creativity product as a planned experience. First of all, schedule the administration of the planned experiences so that all grade level classes administer each planned experience at approximately the same time. To ensure a fair comparison among classes, a specific planned experience does not have to be scheduled at the exact same time and date in each class, but certainly should be administered within the same week. To facilitate scheduling and to have time to do these planned experiences in an already full class day, connect the completion of a planned experience to those times of the day when related content is being taught. For example, if the activity involves poetry or language arts or literature or writing, connect it to your language arts period or your writing block or journal writing time. This activity should be offered as a regular activity. It should not be referred to as a tag test. Do not refer to this activity as a tag test. Present it to the students as if it is a regular activity. And you will have a script. Encourage individuality. You can offer this planned experience to your whole group or to small groups. The use of test blockers or offices is good for small group or whole group administration. Separate work areas are good for the whole group. That is not an apartment building, that is a floor plan. Okay, separate work areas for the whole group. Or if your students are working in a small group size, you could introduce the students at a small group table, and then they could go back to their tables where they work to complete their activity. All of the handouts, the instructions, the student materials, the rubrics, all of the materials are to be treated with test security. The same way that you would treat the ITBS or the end of course testing, end of grade testing like the milestones, these creativity products should be treated with the same test security. The student's work is scored through a process called blind scoring. In other words, the scorers don't know whose work they're looking at when they score the student's work. Students' names go on the cover only or attached to a rubric, on an attachment to their product, not on the actual product. Because when the scorers get ready to score, we can pull that off and then pass around the products and then put it back with the name and know who it belongs to. But then the scorers can work objectively if the student's name is only on the cover sheet or the rubric that will be provided. Avoid prompting the children beyond what is stated in the planned experience directions. Stick to the script. When everyone in the class is finished, collect the products, your instructions, and all other associated materials and paperclip them or put them in a folder Then give them to your grade level representative, who will then place them in the tag mailbox. So all materials get clipped together or put in a folder, give them to your grade level representative, who will then put them in the tag mailbox by the due date. So, what do we do with all of the materials? May I put them on a bulletin board? No. May I send them home? No. May I put them in my classroom files? No. All of the materials are confidential testing materials. All of the materials go back to the tag mailbox via your grade level representative. The gifted characteristics elicited by the creativity product include accelerated learning, advanced language, meaning motivated, perspective, analytical thinking, sense of humor, and sensitivity. Tips for a successful experience. Decide, do you want to do this with your whole group or a small group? Those are the little test blockers, offices. And then there's a small group. They have plenty of room to work individually. Product lessons are untimed. They can be completed over multiple sittings. Do a warm-up. For example, show students an abstract painting and ask them to give a name to the painting. Then rotate the painting and come up with a new name for the painting. Encourage elaboration. A good thing to say is, keep adding new ideas to your first idea. Make your work as complete as possible. These are things that good teachers say. Encourage originality. Say, try to think of things that no one else will think of, or make your work as interesting as possible. Don't interfere with students' ideas. A good thing to say is, you may do whatever you want to do. A bad thing to say is, put a bow in her hair. I think your grass needs some flowers. Don't interfere with the students' ideas. Be a good teacher with a big head for your smart brain. Don't be a bad teacher. Do you have any questions? Let's talk about this year's product.